Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Bills at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. An inside give to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. This is Hines. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's into the clear. The 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 48 yards. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. Touchdown.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
This is caught inside the 15. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there.
Hey, you walk over here.
Rodgers now to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 88. Jones again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Here's Allen. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 17-yard line. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Isaiah McKenzie from 17 yards out. And the Bills are able to claw one back. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers able to find Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, he has been the featured receiver on this drive. They've looked his way a number of times. Why not get it to him on 3rd down? And they do. And they're able to keep this drive moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 124 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to Lazard. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Fights through it, and it's caught. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen now looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, has thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
And now here is another. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken through.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Fields it right around the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
From midfield, here's Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name.